Spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Arun Anand, is consulting editor with First Post. Charu Pragya, the question that's being asked is, if you are indeed serious about one nation, one election, why have just one representative from the opposition? None of the regional parties are represented. None of the important players in the opposition are represented. And you have controversial figures like Ghulam Nabi Azad who are part of this committee. Please respond, ma'am.
Good evening, Zaka, and I don't know why you're calling Ghulam Nabi Azad ji as a controversial figure. He's been a Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. He is a long-standing politician and he's very well aware of the electoral process in India. That being apart, let's understand that the formation of this committee is the first step towards discussing in a very serious manner the implementation of one nation, one election. As you pointed out in your introduction, there are going to be some impediments, there are going to be some roadblocks that we will have to discuss and get rid of, and this is the beginning of it. This is where we start figuring out how do we make sure that we can achieve this, and we can achieve this in an easy way, in a way that is acceptable to everyone. The discussion about one nation, one election is not a new one. It was back in 1983, in fact, that the government said that we need to come back to this system again, which was available at the time of elections, but slowly and steadily it dwindled away. Our manifesto has always spoken about one nation, one election. President Kovind, in fact, on his first joint address to the parliament when he came to office, had spoken about this. See, this is beyond just talking about the money spent, the manforce deployed, our armed personnel who have to leave their regular duties and be used for election purposes, because every single year, several states go into election. If I can take the example of this year, give or take a few months, there are 12 elections that are to happen plus our general elections. So you imagine all the machinery of the government, the teachers, the professors, so many schools which are used for voting, post offices, so many employees of the government, everything will come to a grinding halt. How many times? Several times. And if we can club it together, why not? Let me also add one more
one
thing.
Second, Charu,
Zaka,
one
more very important thing. Can I get 10 seconds more?
You've spoken for a bit, for a fair bit. So let me ask Sujata Paul. The Congress party has a representative in the form of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who is the leader of the opposition in the Congress party in Lok Sabha. Why would the Congress party be apprehensive of a committee that has been formed to look into one nation, one poll? The feasibility of it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Why are you worried?
At a time when we should be discussing one nation, one PM forever and one friend of his, Mr. Adani, we are discussing this because the Prime Minister wants it to be this way, because he's rattled by the opposition unity. However, what is it that, when Charu Pragya ji just said that this has been in our manifesto, so since 2014, were you sleeping? Why didn't you try it? And now, when there are 6 months left for the polls, if you're going to come up with this, you don't even have the time for people to recover from ill thought of project schemes like your GST or your demonetization. So that is a big problem. You don't even have that time if you think that you're going to bring it down.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing you back to the rails.
Why are you
What is the
digressing?
Congress party's objection to one nation, one poll? Your leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha is a member of this panel. Please explain to our viewers, why are you opposed to the idea of one nation, one poll? Please.
This is totally impracticable, unworkable, and why? You said that our leader of opposition is there in the panel. Do you know who it's going to hit the most? It's going to hit the regional parties. What are we? A federal structure. And do you know that they have limited resources? It is only the Prime Minister who wants to finish off all the smaller parties. This is what JP Nadda ji said in Bihar. We have established democracy in this country, and this is not what the Prime Minister wants. He wants Congress Mukt Bharat, and now because he knows that he is facing defeat in the 2024 elections, he is coming up with this idea and floating a media trial balloon even before it's been brought in.
No,
but hang on,
one second. Whether or not it's a media trial balloon, we'll wait and see. I don't think it's a media trial balloon. There's a committee, there's a former president who heads that committee, the members of that committee have been declared today. I don't think it's a trial balloon anymore. What may come of it, that's a separate matter.